Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the today's session. And in today's session, we will discuss how to create a responsive web. And as I said yesterday, we will use a tool that is a Bootstrap, a Twitter Bootstrap. Yesterday, I gave idea or I discussed something about Bootstrap, but to quickly review this Bootstrap, I want to spend maybe 5-10 minutes to review the concept which I taught yesterday. Responsive website nowadays we use, and we want to create a web in a shorter period of time, and we want that there must be a tool which can help us to create a website. And there are many tools, and Twitter Bootstrap is one of them. And when I use a Twitter Bootstrap, one thing is always which comes to my mind is mobile first. As I said, whenever I try to use a Bootstrap to create a website, I will think that my websites are going to be used on mobile mostly, though they will work on the desktop and laptop screens also. So what are the advantages? I explained yesterday. First advantage is it always saves time, it is open source, okay, and the consistent design. No need to write the code, you just need to add the class inside your coding, and then you can use the Bootstrap. And what are the limitations? Yesterday I explained that the only limitation which I find is the design is most of the time always same. And when I want to create a website using Bootstrap, first thing I need to do is I need to create a container of my web page. And for that, in a Bootstrap, I have two classes, and one is container and one is container fluid. Okay, so the table I explained yesterday, actually when I use the class container and container fluid, it depends which kind of device screen I'm going to use. And just let me open that table. Okay, so what we do is, in our Bootstrap we divide our screens in 4 different categories. We have a small screen, we have an extra small screen, and we have a medium device screen, and we have a large device screen. Now when I try to create a container, and maybe I'm using a screen which is a medium device screen. So as I said, medium device screen meaning to say is the width of that screen is greater than 992 pixel, and whenever I have such a screen, I will get a container. Okay, I will get a container of 970 pixel. When I use a container class, as I said yesterday, a container class give me a fixed width of the container, but it depends which kind of device I am going to use. If I'm using a extra small, it meaning to say is there is no fixed width for my device. But when I comes to my small device, I will get 750. When I come to medium device, I will get 970 pixel. And on the large device, I will get 1170 pixel width for my container. After that, if I'm not using a container class and I want to use a fluidity, I want totally a responsive page, and I don't want to use a container class, so I have another option is container fluid. So container fluid will do what? It will take the whole space, okay, of the device width. So it does not matter the device is maybe a large device, or maybe a medium device, or maybe a small device, or maybe an extra small device. Okay, and in all these 4 cases, it will take a width of whole device. Okay, so two options I said, container and container fluid. And after that, what I said is, when I want to add something inside the container, the first thing which I need to do is I need to add the HTML element, and that have a class. I have to use one class, and class name is row. That further, this row maybe I can divide into a multiple columns. But as I said yesterday, in one row I can use a maximum 12 columns in a one row. So if I am trying to add maybe a 14 or 15 or 20 columns, let's say, just for example, I want to add, I try to add 20 columns in my one row. So my computer will do what? My computer will add the first 12 column in the first row, and then next 8 column, he will club them and make one group, and he will display in the next row. So this is how Bootstrap work. So as I said yesterday, first I will create a container, and then after that I will use a row class, and after that, when I want to divide my columns, I want to divide my row into different columns. So in that case, I need to use a classes. We have 4 categories of classes. We have call X for extra small, call SM for my small device, MD for my medium device, and LG for a large device. So now let's have a look for this, how to divide a row on a paper. So please show on the full screen. So for example, I am using a container class, and let's say I am using a device, medium device screen, and the container size is 97 pixel. Okay, and the device width is greater than 992. Now 992 pixels. Now I want to add one row. So for this, I have to write a coding such like, I will say div, and I will say class equal to, I need to write the class name is container, and I will close my element over here. Now when I am writing a coding like this, my computer will do what? It will create a layout of my page like this. It will display the container in the middle of the screen. Now further, if I want to add a row over here at this place, so I need to add one tag here, div, and I will say class and equal row. If I add only one div, so it means the whole page, it has only one row. But as you can see, this time I have 2 rows, first and the second, and it may be I want to make another row for my footer, so it means I have 3 rows. So it means inside this I again need to create one div, and I will say class equal to row. Again I will create another class, div, class equal to row, and over here I will close my div tag. So as you can see on the screen here, I have created a layout of my web page. It contains 3 different rows. So the coding for this will remain something like this. Okay. Now, what I was trying to explain is, in one row over here, from this place to this place, I can add maximum 12 columns. Means I can divide this row in maximum 12 columns. Okay. Now, you can find on the screen now. So here you can see when I am talking about the columns in all device screens, whether I'm using a extra small, I'm using a small device, in all these device screens I can create 12 columns. Then what will be the width of the column? You can see whenever I'm using extra small, the width of the column is auto, and whenever I'm trying to use in small device, one column width will be a 62 pixel. Okay. And in the medium device it's 81 pixel, and in the large device it is a 97 pixel. Okay, then one example I explained yesterday regarding how to create rows, and I will start with the same program. So let me show you this on my screen now. Please hide my video. Hide my video. Okay, so this is one layout of one web page, and you can find in this web page I have 3 rows. First column, second column, and first row, second row, and third row. But you will find that second row is divided into 2 columns. Now, when I divide it into 2 columns, what I did is I said in the right side I will use a sidebar, and in the left side I will use a content. Okay, and what will be the width of my sidebar? I said it will take a width of 3 columns. Okay, and the left side it will take a width of 9 columns. Okay, but when I said 9 columns and a sidebar is of 3 columns, it meaning to say is I must need to specify that on which device screen it will work for 9. Left side will work for 9 column, and the right side will work for 3 column. On which, so for that you can find over here in the coding part, you will see that when I create this program, initially I create a container, okay, and then I create one header, and to make one header I create again one div tag. I use a row. Now over here you can see this place, I create another div. Again I use a class row. Now I want to create my page layout like this, and I want that if I am working on small device screen, so it means I have to use a class whose name is call sm. Now in the coding you can find over here I'm saying call sm. It means if I'm working on a small device, it will create what? It will create a column that will contain a width of 9 columns. Okay, as I said, one column width is a 62 pixel for my small device, so it means a 62 into 9. Okay, so when I will see this page, So this space is 62 into 9. Okay. Then further I use another div, and I said it will create one another column which will take a space of 3 columns. Okay, for the small device. Now just think that when I said that if I will use a class call SM, and it will work on the device screen whose width size is greater than 768. It means greater than 768 includes 990, it includes 992, it includes 995, it includes 1200. So it means if I am not writing here, if I'm not writing here like at this place, just to let you understand, if at this place I'm not writing MD and LG, because when I will create one web page, I am not sure that user is going to open that web page on which device screen, you know. So I am trying to do what? I'm trying to make a grid. So I have to specify that if someone is trying to open that on maybe the last device screen, then how much space will this column take? So just to let you understand that if I am writing this one call SM9 and I am not writing these class name, because these class MD and LG are higher than the small device. So it meaning to say is it will automatically assume that whenever someone is using a call SM9, so for the medium device it will also create a column of 9 columns width, and for the last device also it will create a column of 9 column width. So similarly, one more thing I want to explain over here is when I am writing this for SM, it means after SM means if I will say if I will look in the higher hierarchy, so higher hierarchy SM, then MD, and then LG. But if I come to my lower hierarchy, so it meaning to say is before this I have a XS. So XS means what? Is extra small. So if I am not writing anything over here, okay, just try to understand, if I'm not writing anything over here, so by default is call XS class. So now you can find over here, if I try to open this page and maybe the screen is smaller, okay, so whenever my web page will go less than 750, you can find over here, this is less than 750. Now what thing you find over here is, see, what thing you find over here is this header is coming on the same place, okay, no problem, and the content, okay, when I use a content, and in this place in my coding part I did not mention that how much a column width he will take. So if you remember the table which I showed to you, by default I said the class X is a default class and it will presume that this column will take a width of 12 columns. So he will display the page like this. If I am writing it manually, something like this, now find on my screen here, I said for the small device it will create a column of 9 and 3, but for extra small, you can see call XS. When I said call XS, it means I said create two columns, okay, two columns in a row, but the first column will contain a width of 12 columns, and the second column will also take a width of 12 columns. It means, as I said, in one row I can only display 12 columns. So 12 plus 12 is 24. So my computer will do what? The first 12 column he will show in the first row, and then the second 12 it will display in the next row. So as you can see now, when I will save this program, and if I try to run this program here, it will work like this. Okay, so this is one example. Yesterday I tried to explain about my columns. This is one example. I will explain one more example regarding the columns, distribution of the columns, and I hope that you will understand that. Okay, if you have a query, then you can raise your questions. Look at another example, then maybe you will get a clear picture. First I will display the output, and then you can try to understand. Yes, please look at the screen. What I try to do is I create a row, first row, and what I said is the first column is of 8 columns, 8 column width in medium device screen, okay, and 4 column width in a small device screen. Then second row I created, and I created a 3 column. So means the row is equally divided into 3 columns, and each column contains a width of 4 columns, 4 bootstrap columns. Okay, just remember that thing. Now I will try to make the pictures little more clear. Now you can see I try to display that. Just think that this page I am trying to open on the large device screen. Okay. Now you can find on the screen the first column on the first row, 8 columns width in a large device screen, and 4 column width in a large device screen, and the second row is equally divided into 3 columns. Okay. Now I will try to open this page in a small device screen. Now you can see over here the same page. What I said is, if I am using a device screen whose size is less than maybe less than 7.6, okay, sorry, less than 990. So what I will do is I will say I am using a small device screen, and the container size is now 750. And what I said is, when I am in a small device screen, divide the first row into 2 columns. Okay, again in 2 columns, but this time the width of my first column is not 8 columns width, it is of 6 columns. So I want to divide them equally in the small device screen. And for my next row, second row, still I want to divide them in 3 portions. Okay, and equally it will take a width of 4 columns. I will try to come to the extra small. Now find it. Extra small, 12 columns width in a extra small device screen. What I want to do is, I want to say that whenever I am on extra small device, the first row, okay, the first row, I want to divide that row into 2 columns, but the first column will take a space of 12 columns, not a 8 column or not a 6 column. So it meaning to say is what I said. I want to divide first row in 2 columns, and how much space I will take? 12 plus 6, 18. Now 12, 6 means 18. It means what he is trying to do, first 12 columns he will display in the first row, and because I tried to add 16, so next 6 he will group them together and he will display in the next row, as you can see on the screen. And for the second row, what I said is I want to divide the row not in 3 equal size. I want to divide into 2 equal size, 6 and 6. Okay, so let's try to understand with example in the coding part. Puneet, as I said, if I am writing the name of the class is call, and I said call SM. So
Hello?
I know that after.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
So I was talking to Puneet first, and I was saying that, see that if I am trying to make a column, and I am saying that I will use a class call SM. Okay, so when I say call SM and I said I want to create a column of 8 width columns. Okay, means I will create one column which will take a width of 8 bootstrap columns. So I am writing call SM-8. So I know that call SM8, and after that call MD and call LG. You know, MD and LG are coming in the higher hierarchy. So whatever is the column I create in my call SM, okay, the same 8 column it will create in a call MD and call LG. Okay, I explained this thing. Meaning to say is, I will explain this in the coding part so that you can understand again. Just have a look on the coding part. Look at this place over here. Just forget these classes, okay? Just for the time being, don't think that these classes are over here. I'm just think that I am saying call MD8. Okay, it meaning to say is what? I said I want to create a row, and the first column inside that row will take a space of 8 bootstrap columns. Okay, so I am writing call MD8. Now when I try to run this page on my browser, and I found that I'm getting a message. You can see on the screen. I'm trying to run this on large device screen, and he created a 8 and 4. Okay, and you can find over here I am not using call LG like this. Call LG 8. Okay, he is by default creating this for me, because if I will use this call MD8, if I will use call MD8, I know that call LG comes in the higher hierarchy. Okay, so whatever width I will use for my call MD class, it will also apply on call LG class. Until and unless I will not write this over here. Manually I will not write, or manually I will not change. Let's say, for example, if I say for call MD8 and for call LG maybe 6. So if I will do like this, whenever I will try to open this page on the web page, this HTML page on web page, he will do what? He will create a column with the 6 columns width in the last device. Okay, but I don't want to do that, because I want that if I'm writing a coding for this for MD, it means I know that it will also work on the LG. Okay. Yes, Puneet, you understand my meaning now? One girl is not able to hear properly. Just check this girl named Varsha. Just check this one. Yes, any questions? If anyone have any doubt in the mind, please you can ask. Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Sir, I'm not able to hear you.
Am I audible? Hello.
Hello?
Please check that she is not able to hear me. Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Not able to hear you, sir.
Okay. I think there is a problem in your end. From here, from this end, it is okay. I can hear you. Please check your mic settings. Hello. I think I'm not able to connect with Deepak Singh. I will move forward then. If anyone have a question, please you can ask your doubt. Okay. And so I will try to continue this one. As I said, call MD8. So in my browser, when I try to open this page in a large device screen, okay, he created a first column which contains a width of 8 columns, and the second column which I want to create is, you can find over here, I am saying call MD4. So 8 and 4, it is 12. So you can find on the browser, it is coming properly. As such, there is no issue. Okay. Now, think that I am working on a machine, and machine is a medium device screen. Okay. Now, when I am using a medium device screen, so in this coding, you can see over here, I'm writing over here call MD and call MD. It means I wrote the coding for MD, means a medium device screen, but it will also work on a large device screen. Now, after that, you can find over here, when I create this div, I am also writing for my small device, and for that I said, if I am using a small device screen, so first column, it means to say is this column will take a width of 6 bootstrap columns. So you can see 6 over here, and at this place you can see call x6. It means 6 and 6 is 12. So if I will try to open this on my browser, you can find over here, if I'll try to reduce the size, see if I try to reduce the size, and in my small device screen, I am getting a first row in equally divided columns 6 and 6. Okay. Then after that, I am writing another class. I said call x12. It meaning to say is, if I am using a extra small device screen, the first column will take a width of 12 bootstrap columns. So if I reduce the size of the browser, if I will reduce the size of the browser, or if I will use a small device screen, the first row, you can find the first column. This first column will take a space of how much? 12 columns. Okay. And now look at this place. Call access. One thing you must notice that when I use a call SM6 over here, for my small device I use call SM6, and for this place over here I am not writing for call SM6. Okay, I'm not writing. If I am not writing, then why when I run this page over here he displays the second column of 6? Because as I said, in one row I can display only 12. So 6 column I already defined over here. 6 column I already defined over here. So how much left in this place? For the second column, obviously only 6 left. So the second column will also take a space of 6. I was explaining over here 12 and 6. So it meaning to say is, in this row I am trying to make how many columns? 18. 12 plus 6. So when I will try to display this on the browser in my extra small device screen, this will come in the first row and this will shift to the second row. Okay, means the next row, as you can see on the screen. See this place. Okay. Now, one more thing. When I use a HM over here, okay, header 5, I use one class. That name is Visible LG. This is one bootstrap utility class. Utility class means a class which is a helping hand, okay, which I will use to just take a extra help. Now what I am trying to do is, I want to use this class. See here, I am writing H5 4 times, and I want that whenever I am in a large device screen, okay, visible LG, it means this heading 5 will display if I am using a large device screen. If I am using another device screen such as maybe a medium device, it means this will be invisible and these two will be invisible. Only this one will be visible if I am working on a medium device screen. Now you can find the message which I am writing inside this one. If I am using a visible LG, I said 8 column width in a large device screen. For medium, I am writing 8 column width in a medium device screen. Small, you can see 6 and 12 in extra small. This is the message which I am getting here when I am trying to run this page. You can see over here 12 columns width in extra small device screen. So this is coming from here. From here, because I am in a extra small device, so my computer will display this message for me, and he will make these three messages invisible. Okay, same time you can see if I try to make the size of my browser big. Now you can find I am on which type of screen. I am in a small device screen, and the first row is equally divided into two columns. And now you can find over, see, call SN6, and here of course 6, because 6 I already used. So the message is what? This message is coming. Okay. Now moving forward here, I already explained this first row. I'm moving to the next row over here. Try to understand this row now. In the second row, if I will display it on my large device screen, okay, large device screen, I am writing a message 4 column width in large device screen, okay, because the row is equally divided into 3 columns, and each column will take a space of 4 bootstrap columns. Now look at the coding here. I am writing here call SM4, call SM4, and call SM4. Means I am writing for small devices, and I divide into 3, okay, 4 into 3 is 12. You can find over here I am not writing call MD4, call LG4, because I am writing call SM4, and MD and LG are coming in the higher hierarchy of this, and I am not writing manually in this program regarding my classes in a higher hierarchy, so it means this will apply to my MD and LG class also. So over here the same message I am trying to use. See, if I am using a large device screen, so visible LG. If I am using a medium, if I am using a small, and if I am using a extra small. So for extra small, you can find extra small is how much? 6 and 6, okay, and 6. But I use another class which I will explain later to you, okay. So just think that I am using this class. So 6, 6, 6 and 4, 4, 4. It means when I will run this, a program on my browser for my small medium, for my medium and my large, it will work 4, 4, 4. And when I use a extra small, 6, 6, 6, it means 6 into 3 is 18. So when I try to open this program on large device screen, this second row is divided into equal 3 columns. After that, you can find medium equal 3, okay. For small, you can see for small equal 3, you can find this place, small, small and small. So means equal 3. But when I comes to my extra small, 6, 6, 6, it meaning to say is 18. And as I said, excuse me, check the sound with this girl. She's not able to hear. Barsha, check this girl. She's not able to hear. Okay, so what I'm saying is, for my extra small, I have 6, 6, 6. It meaning to say is this and this. it will come in a one row, and this will move to the second row. Okay, as you can see on the screen now, see here. Okay, now at point of time, maybe I want to hide a column. I don't want to display that column, so I have an option which I used this place earlier, hidden XS. What I want to do is, I want to say that if someone is using this coding somewhere, and he is using a extra small device, I want to display only these two columns, and third column I want to hide. So you can find on your screen now, it's hidden. Okay, so two utility classes I use here. The first utility class which I use is visible. This class will start to work at that time when you will reach on that particular device screen, and this class will hide that element when you reach on that particular device screen. So it's not that delete, it's just a hidden. Okay, let's try to run this same program on iPhone. You can see on your screen, first row 12 and 6, and the second row, as I said, I want to hide the third column, so third column is not coming over here. So before we start this topic regarding columns, if anyone have a doubt, please ask your question. Okay. Hello. 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 He's not here. Sarfraz Sheikh, yesterday he was absent, he was not on his chair, and today also he is not on his chair. So someone, if I found that he is not here, and I will mark absent. Okay, so today he is again absent. Yes, Raghunath. Raghunath, can you hear me? So he is also not there on his chair.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, Nikhil.
Good morning, sir.
You understand this topic?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask that, sir, you are using a visible -LG class. Sir, for what purpose does visible LG or MD visible class is used? It is just
As I said,
used to show the columns.
Yeah. This I want that whenever if I'm trying to open this web page on maybe the large device screen, so I want that at that time only this message will appear. Okay. I want that this head file will appear only at that time when I am using a large device screen. If I am using a medium device screen, that I want that at that time only this message will appear, and all other messages will disappear. Okay, will not visible. So visible meaning to say is, visible is a class which will help me to display the content. Okay, display the content, but according to the device screen. If I am in the large device, so H5 will display his content. You can see every time over here the content is not same. You can see this place. I'm giving a message in a large device, in a medium device, in a small device, in an extra small device. Okay.
Sir,
I'm using also another class hidden. Same.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Sir, you are using a hidden -access for the extra small device, no?
Yeah,
and
I want that.
You are also using sir, a visible -access for same div. Same div. Yes. But you can see when I am not when I am not writing this class. Okay. If I'm not writing this class over here. Just try to understand my meaning. If I will not write this line over here, I'm saying div class, okay, and over here I'm writing nothing. So it meaning to say is I'm not giving anything. So still it will create a column. Okay. So at that time this message will appear. See. Can see now? Because I did not define how much is the size of the column I want to use. So by default, as I said, colX class always is a default class. Okay, and I have created how many rows? 3. Okay, so 3 columns. So first column I already used 6. Second I already used 6. So 6 and 6 is already 12. And now I am creating another column, but I am not writing the how much is the size of that third column. So by default it will create a 12 column space. So if over here I am not writing the class name over here, he will come to access small device and he will give me this message. But what I want to do is I don't want to display this third column. Sorry. I don't want to display this third column. So to hide that column, I am writing a class hidden XS. So if I will run this program now, so this column you will find that it is hidden. Okay, can see now? Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other question?
No,
okay.
Sir.
Thank you. So Nikhil is here. One is another guy I want to talk. That person is Apurva. So yesterday he was absent.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Apurva. Yesterday you was not on your chair.
Right now I'm in chair, sir. Hello.
Today, yesterday I tried to connect with you, but I found that you were missing over that time.
I am going to some work, sir, actually.
Okay, so please make sure that whenever you have a training time, just please attend the training, okay?
Okay, sir.
Because I need to give the attendance to the NIT head office, and if you are not here, okay, so maybe they can ask questions to you later. So whenever you have a training, please attend the training only. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
So today's session, you attend this session in the morning, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And the topic which I explained about the bootstrap,
Yes.
do you find any problem to understand?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Could you
Yes,
able to
ma'am. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Is there any problem you find today's session?
No, sir. It's very clear.
Okay. Any doubt? Doubt regarding
no, sir. Like
bootstrap?
when you say conceptually, no.
Okay. Hello. Good morning, madam. Do you find any difficulty to understand this topic?
Yeah, that is concept wise okay, sir. I have a doubt in one syntax. Why you are using ambition of NBSP in that nearer to the BS?
I'm hardly hear you. Please speak loudly.
Ambition of NBSP, one function you are using, sir. Can you
These are the predefined class. These are the predefined class. I'm using call XS, call SM, call MD, and LG. When they created a bootstrap framework, they categorized the devices screen in 4 categories. The first is call XS. That is for extra small device. Just think that someone has a mobile device whose screen width is 320. Okay. So for that I will use a call XS class. If someone is using a small device screen, maybe the screen width is 5-inch width. Okay. So for that is call SM. Someone is maybe using a tablet, and maybe the size of the screen is maybe less than 990. So I will use a MD class, and for the desktops I will use a LG class. So these are predefined class in the bootstrap. Okay. Any other? Yeah, these are the class names. Any other question?
No, sir. After this, carefully.
Okay. Thank you. Today Rajiv is not here. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Dinesh.
Sir, I can't hear you, sir.
Cannot hear.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear. I think there is a problem in your mic or something. Please check that. Please check your headphone or something, because from my side it is okay. I can hear you.
Yeah, now I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Sir, now I can hear you, sir.
So I was asking that, is there any problem, any doubt you have regarding a bootstrap?
No, sir, it's clear now.
Okay. Any other guy who have any question, please, okay, raise your question so that I can help you. So I think no questions. Hello. Hello. I think I'm not able to connect with her. We'll move next then. Any other person have any doubt regarding container or container fluid or row or columns or regarding the classes? Yes, Puneet.
Sir? Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I have a simple question that if I'm going to include some content over here, so it will be divided into multiple columns. So if I want to just put an image in the column and hyperlink below it, will it appear in the next column or in the same column? If I want to put some image and the hyperlink below it.
Of course,
so
it will come in. It will appear in the same column itself.
Okay.
Same column, same. Why it will appear on the second?
Okay.
See one thing. This is just one message which I want to display. Okay. Now, if I am using here image tag, okay. If I'm using an image tag, for example, let's say I'm not using H5 tag, I'm using an image tag. With image tag, I can also use a visual LG or visual SM or visual access. Okay. Yes.
Fine.
You getting my meaning?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm getting your meaning.
Then it means this class I can use with any HTML element.
Okay. Fine, sir.
So if I am writing something inside this div tag starting from here and ending at this place, of course it will appear in the same wherever I am trying to open it. But it depends which type of column I have. If I have a column width is maybe for the small device, it will take a 444, and that if I will add image in this, it means it will appear in the center column over here, somewhere here.
Fine.
Okay.
Clear, sir. Got it. Got it, sir. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other question? Hello? Hello? I got a question from one guy that if I want to change the size of the class. See, one thing that I said earlier also, that if I want to customize that, okay, I need to compile that program and then I need to use that class. For example, let's say as I said that if I am using a class whose name, maybe the class name I'm using is let's say just give me a second please. If I'm using a class maybe SM class I'm using, okay, just to to understand SM class, it means I'm working with my 768. It meaning to say is
if I'm using a small medium device and the container width which I will get is 750. Now if I want to customize it and maybe I want to add maybe I want to update that, so for that I need to compile that program and then I need to use that program. But as I said, this course is not to let my student to customize these classes. This course is just to how to use these classes. If you want to update any element, okay, you can update any this class, but for that you need to compile that program and then you need to add that and then you need to use that. Okay, this is the answer. But we are totally focusing on how to use these classes. We are not focusing on how to change these classes. Of course we can change, we just need to compile that again and then we can use. Okay, or another option I have is I can use my own customized CSS, okay, rather than using these classes. I can create my own CSS, okay, I can use that. So if any questions, if you have any problem with your mic or any audio problem, then you can just write your question and I will try to help you. Okay. So I will move next now and I will explain now. Sometimes maybe you want to use a program in that maybe you want to give a free space, empty space within our columns. Okay, let's say for example, in earlier example like this example, you can see on my screen over here at this place, you want that first column will appear and over here the second column, you don't want to create a column even, you just want to leave this space empty and then you want to create another column. Okay, I'm not talking to hide the column. I'm saying you want that in one row, you want to create one column, first column, that is of 4 columns width, and after that you want to give a space empty, you don't want to create any other, maybe, and that empty space is of maybe 3 column width or maybe 4 column width, and then after you want to create another column. Something like I will display one example to you on screen, then might be you can get a clear picture. Okay, you can find on the screen now. I have one program, and in this program what I am trying to do is, I said that in the first row I want to create a 2 columns only, but after the first column I want to leave a space of 4 column, and then I want to create a next column of the a column which will take a width of 4 bootstrap columns. Okay. So in the second row you can see I want to leave a space in the left side also and in the right side also, and I'm creating 2 different columns. In the third row you can see I am creating only one column, and in the left side I keep the space empty and the right side I keep the space empty. Okay, so just try to understand one thing which I'm going to use over here. There is one class which I am going to use here now. The class name is offset. Okay, offset. This is the name of the class. Let's try to understand this example here. I will explain the first row first. First row. Just think what I am saying over here.
I said I want to display a first column, and that column will take a space of 4 bootstrap columns. So for that I am making a one div tag here. You can see I said div class call md4. It means it will create one column and which will take a space of 4 bootstrap column. After that I said div class equal call md4, and at the same time I said call md offset 4. It meaning to say is I just want that before my computer will create another call md, he will leave a space of 4. Okay, so you can find on the screen. This is the first column. He left the space of 4 columns, and then he create another column. Now I will explain the second row. Look at the second row. I said what? I said div class row. Okay, equally divided into 3. Okay, means 12. 3 into 4. So the first I use is I said div class call md3, means I'm talking about md. Okay, md means medium device. Whenever I will come lower to this, okay, maybe sm, just to let you understand. See, look at the second row. Okay, see, it becomes what? It becomes like a one complete, because as I said, if the higher class is mentioned, okay, so it will work like that. If the lower class is not mentioned, it will take just he will presume that, okay, I will create one row and the column will take a space of 12 columns. So this class call md and call md, these two, okay, you can find on the screen. If I will reduce the size, call md is coming, call md is coming, and I am using offset. I'm using offset, but I'm using offset with my medium device screen. Okay, when I'm using a medium device means it will affect only when I'm on a medium device screen. It will not affect on the small device screen. So when I am using any device which is not a medium device screen, it will work like a call x, means extra small device. And in extra small device, by default he create a column, okay, and which is of 12 column space. Okay, so this will work on medium device, and of course it will also work on your large. You can find this place now. I am on my medium device. See, I am on the large device screen now, but still is working. Okay, so this is what I'm saying, because call md and call lg. Okay, so call lg is will come after the call md. So whatever I will apply on call md, it will also apply on call lg. So, but it will not apply on call sm and call xs. Okay, so if I'm not mentioning anything about call sm, it will go directly to your call xs. Okay, and in call xs he will think that one row is 12 column. Okay, so this example you can see twice I use. Another example you can see at the third row over here. See this place, I said call md6. Okay, I said call md6. Now just try to understand, this is new. I want to create one column and which will contain a space of 6 columns, but after that I said call md offset 3. Now think that I said offset 3, so I give an offset of 3, so 6 plus 3 is what? 9. But when I will use a call md offset, it will apply offset in the right side.
sorry, in the left side first, but still 3 column space left, so it will give a offset in the right side also. So that's why your web page is looking something like this. Third row you can find col MD6 and col MD offset 3. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, I can understand, but I still need a 3. So that offset will apply on the right side also. Okay. Any questions regarding this? Yes, please. Any questions regarding this? Yes, Joyce.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. So, is there any difficulty?
This applies when you have... No. The last part that you were explaining where you said when you have applied M6 as well as MD3, that is the case if there's no other column that you have specified in the same row, right?
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Understood, sir.
Okay. Any other person? Any doubt? Who is the guest? Hello?
আমরা কি করি ইন্টারনেট অন্য বিজনেস আমাদের তো বলছে না আমাদের কাছে যাচ্ছে
Any other person who is not able to understand something related to offset, please ask your question. Otherwise, I will start next topic. He is always absent.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So, any issue regarding Bootstrap now?
Today I had a bit... actually, sir, I had a big trouble. Like, my first... I was not able to hear you enough for 1 hour completely. So, so that complete concept is gone through, actually. So, I need to...
So, I will quickly give her, in a 5 minutes, I will quickly review that. Okay, if you have a problem, you can understand. Okay. Just try to understand what I explained in the morning. Initially, I start with a container, which I explained yesterday. A container class I use, okay, and I use a container fluid class to create a container in a Bootstrap. 2 classes are given. And secondly, then I explained a row. Whenever I want to add something inside the container, I need to use a row. Okay.
Yes.
I request you to please mute your the voice is coming. The voice is coming back. Okay. So after that, I explained 4 different classes which we use in a Bootstrap: call XS, call SM, and call MD, and call LG. Whenever I am working on extra small means I am using a small device screen, maybe mobile, small mobile. I will use a class call X. if I am using a small device screen, maybe I am using a mobile who has a 4-inch or 5-inch or 6-inch wide screen. Okay, so I will use a class whose name is called SM. Sometimes if I am using a medium device, maybe a tablet, okay, or maybe a small laptop, so it means I will use a class whose name is called MD. For my desktops and my last laptops, I will use a class name is called LG. Okay. One more thing I explained in the morning, that if I am using a call SM class, it means to say is the width of the container which I will get for my web page. In small device I will get 750 pixel, and for the medium device I will get 970 pixel, and for the large device I will get 1170 pixel. Okay, this is what I explained in the morning. If I want to create a column inside the row, I need to write the class which I just explained. It depends which device you are using. So if, for example, I want to create just one example I will explain. For example, just look at my screen here. I am giving one simple example here. I want to create a column. So you can see on the first row, I want to create a column which will take a space of 8 bootstrap columns. Okay, and the second column I want to create, and it will take a space of 4 columns. Okay, so I will use a class. If I am on a desktop screen, I will say call LG. Okay, for first I will say call LG8, and for the second column I will say call LG4. Okay, but sometimes what we do is we intentionally not use the name of the class of the higher hierarchy. We use the name of the class in a small hierarchy. I will try to use the name of the class call SM. For this I will say call SM8, and for this I will say call SM4. Why? Because if I have a call SM8, it will also apply on call MD and call LG. So rather than writing the higher class, I will use a small class. So because it will work automatically on the bigger screens. But if I'm not I think that I don't want to do that, what I can do is I can write the name of the higher class also, but at that time if I want to override the previous class, maybe for example in the small screens I want to display 8.4, and maybe for the medium I want to display 6.6. Okay, so at that time I will use a class of the higher hierarchy. And after that I explained something about two classes, visible and hidden. Sometimes if I want that the content will display only when I will reach on that particular device. So if I am saying visible and MD, so means that content will display only when I am using a medium device screen. If I am saying visible LG, it means to say is that element will visible only on the screen which is a large device screen. Similarly, another class is hidden. It means I want to hide an element when I will reach on that particular device screen. For example, if I am saying hidden LG, it means that element will not appear when I am working on a large device screen. This is something I explained morning. And at the end, just now, the last example I explained is about offset. If I want that I don't want to create a column and I want to keep the space empty, what I will do is I will take offset class, and with which kind of device I will say call MD offset free. Means he will do what? Just for this example you can see when I am saying call MD3, it meaning to say is what? my computer will create a column which will take a space of 3 columns, and I said call MD offset 3. It means from this place in the left side of my disk he will take a space of 3 columns, okay, and then he will create a this column. When I am writing here this call MD this, so it means this side he will take a space of 3 column. Third example, you can see I am saying call MD6, means I want to create a column of 6 columns space. Then I said call MD offset 3. When I said call MD offset 3, it means initially he will keep the space over here for 3 columns, okay, and then he will create this one. But in this row I have not add anything else, and this space left empty. So call MD offset will work here also and here also. This is something I explained until now in the morning session, okay. If you have any doubt, please you can write email to me and I will get back to you, okay.
Surely, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Yes, Raghunath, which topic you are talking? I already explained each and everything which I taught in the morning. Okay. You will find every example in your Theorem folder. In your Theorem folder, you will get example in your SG, okay. The place where I write a content for SG, you will find on Theorem folder. Find the SG of lesson number 8, chapter 8 SG, and all these examples are written in SG, okay. And in your activities and your exercises, you will get the examples. Whatever example I will display over here, I will send it to you by email, okay. So that is not a problem. Everything I will send to you. Example are given in your SGs, and some other example are given in your this activity and your exercise. I will send every example. I already sent the example which I taught until now. You just write email to me, a test email, and then I will get back to you. Yes, Puneet, I said earlier also that if I want to override the functionalities of these given classes, we can override these, okay. First one is we can override this, but for that we need to compile these classes again, and then we can add this in your program. But in this course I am not teaching how to compile these classes and how to customize these classes, okay. My focus is only to let my student understand how to use these classes. Yes, in case if you want to customize something, I suggest you to create your own CSS file, and then you can add that, okay. I will give you one example to you regarding this, so that you can understand my meaning.
Just give me a second. I will try to find the program and will let you understand that how can I use external CSS. I do not have a program, but I will try to display with the example here. I will write the code, okay? Give me a second. So please hide my window, hide my video. So I will create one div and let's try to use a container. And I am going to make one div and class. I will use a row, only one row I want to make, and maybe I'm using a button. So I just create one button, show, okay, and this is just a bootstrap template, and maybe if I want to customize this, okay, in bootstrap we can use one class name is btn, okay. A btn is to create a button using a bootstrap. So I can say that, okay, class is let's say class is btn. So default, okay. So when I will use this, my computer will do what? He will create one default button for me, that is a bootstrap button, okay. Now maybe I don't like the feeling of this. Maybe I want to change the look and feel of that. So I have an option. What I can do is I can use a CSS class. I need to give ID. For example, over here I give a btn1, okay. I'm saying btn1. Then I will come to my CSS file. You can create any CSS file. For example, I will say create a new file, and I will choose the option. I will say choose the style this, okay. So I will say okay, and over here I will say my ID was btn1, and when I use a btn1 over here, I will say So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to change this. Okay, so okay, I need to add the reference. Sorry, I forgot to add the reference over here. I will try to add the external CSS now. So relation is this, href is I have created a folder named CSS, and inside that I have a file. I will create this in this folder. So I will say style sheet. So this is the file name. You can see stylesheet.cs. So I will add this, save this, and then you can run this. So why should I change this bootstrap class? I need to do, I need to compile that. If I am a bootstrap developer and maybe I want to make one web, in that web I have to use the same design throughout the website. What I can do is maybe I can customize the property of maybe any class. Okay, but I can do the same thing using the external CSS also. So I will not recommend that you can update the existing values of the classes which are provided by Bootstrap. Okay, we can simply do something, whatever customization I want to do, and I can do that with the help of the external CSS. You getting my meaning now? See, this is one external CSS which I add, and I want to create a button, so I said create a button, and I want to create a Bootstrap button. I want to use the look and feel of Bootstrap, so I use a class btn. This is a predefined class which you will learn later. Okay, but just to understand, I just use this class. Does anyone have a doubt? Then you can please raise your question. Yes, Puneet.
Yes,
Hello.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Clear
Hello?
with this example. Yes, sir. Clear with this example, sir.
Hello.
Got it, sir. Sir, am I audible? Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, Puneet. Can you hear me?
Yes, I am perfectly hear you. I can perfectly hear you. Can you hear me now?
You're not
Yes, sir.
audible.
Sir, am I audible now? Hello.
Cannot hear you.
Okay, sir. I am going to respond that on the window.
Hello. Please
Yes,
try
sir.
to connect with Puneet Sehgal.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. I think there is some technical problem here. So
Yes.
give me a second. Yes, Puneet. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Okay. So you understand my meaning?
Yes, sir. The example is perfectly clear, sir. I can understand.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other person? Yes, Abuba, I told you that just send a test mail to me, and I will definitely send all these examples to you. you can just send me a test mail, sukesh.sharma@mit.com. Okay, sukesh.sharma. So I'm moving next now. Then just a small topic related to columns itself, and after that we will take a break of 10 minutes, and then we will start to create a website using a Bootstrap. Okay, so just last topic of this session. Okay, this is related to column itself. Yesterday someone asked me a question that whether I can use a nested column inside that or not. Okay, so I told that person that yes, we can use a nested column. So this example is regarding the nested column, how we can use a nested column inside the Bootstrap. Just try to understand my meaning over here. What I did is I try to create one row, okay, one row, and that particular row I divide into two columns. One is first left side column is the 9. It will take a space of 9 columns, and the right side will take a space of 3. Okay, and what I did is the column which was taking a space of 9, I further add a column inside that. So it is an example of inner column. Okay, so just try to understand this meaning here. This example is very simple to understand. Just it's same like you create a div inside the div. Okay, so find this place. This is my container, you can see. Okay, container, and inside that container I got only one row, you can see. Yes, and when I create a row, inside that row first I did what? I tried to make 2 columns. You can see this place now, 9 and 3. Okay, first column will take a space of 9 columns, and second will take a 3. So 9 in 3 is 12. Now look at the first one. What I did is I said inside that column I create another div, and I said class is row, and I said div class, you can find over here, I said div class call x8. It means if I work on access small device, it will say 8.4, and if I use a small, it will take a 6.6. So when I am using this program, you can find right now it is displaying me 6.6. Okay, 6.6. Okay. Then if I will try to make it small, when I'll come to extra small, you can see now here. Look at the example. When I was using a SM, okay, he displayed 6 and 6, but when I use a XS, so it means 8 and 4. Okay, so here you can see this is 8 and this is 4, and if I try to open it again on a medium device or SM, you can see 6 and 6. So I can use this. Okay, I can create inner columns, of course. So we will take a short break. Okay, 10 minutes only, and I request everyone, please be seated on your seat. Okay, whenever I will start the session, don't move here and there. I saw that so many people are just just logged in and they are not sitting on their chairs. So take a break of 10 minutes, and then we will start 11:10. Okay.